soy sauce from Peking. Here are two guys who really broke up the show every place. Fayard and Harold Nicholas. We first worked together in the Ziegfeld Follies many, many years ago. Maybe today I can get the routine right.
Hey, how about doing a number with me? But first, we'd like to see what you can do.
In the dancing line?
Yeah.
Back home.
How about that? Tell me, Bob, who was your dance teacher, Sonny Liston?
There's so much jealousy in this business. Cab Calloway gave you both guys nicknames. What are they?
I'm Little Mo.
And I'm Big Mo.
Any other brothers?
No Mo. Come on, Bob, let's get into the dance.
Well, you think you can keep up with me?
Well, we'll start the train moving, and you just latch on.
I'm a latcher. Go, boy. Guam was our last show of the trip, and with that house, it was one of the best. The man who holds my ad-libs. The audience cheered them all. And then, as we closed the show at every base, Anita Bryant led us in the singing of Silent Night, and the whole audience joined in.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, from yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sweet
Merry Christmas, and God bless you. Here's what makes it all worthwhile, meeting them and having them thank you for coming. You felt like thanking every one of them for staying. I'm sorry we didn't have time to bring you the whole show, like Butch and Stumpy, the ever-loving Jerry Colonna, Peter Leeds and his great monologue, the Rolling Rejects doing Roger Miller's hit England Swings. It's a trip we'll never forget. Here we are back in the plane on the way home. Our group of USO gypsies trying to grab a little well-deserved shut-eye, probably dreaming of the scenes that flashed before their eyes the last couple of weeks, when we did 22 shows and visited 5 hospitals. We met a lot of wonderful kids who made the transition from their very serious job to laughter in just a few seconds. The great thing is they never lose their sense of humor. We played to all kinds of audiences. These two Vietnamese orphans have a price on their heads. They turned in a Viet Cong battalion. They had a reason. Their mother and father were murdered by the VC before their young eyes. The 101st Division adopted them and gave them uniforms and security because they're wanted by the Cong. It tells a big story when you listen to these Marines singing Silent Night with their guns by their sides. There are all kinds of faith and all kinds of churches. When the enemy is close, sometimes you have to pray fast and get back to the action. You hear a few people say, get out of Vietnam. Here's some of our kids who are getting out the hard way. You get a feeling of humility when you walk through these wards and say hello to these men. This was Christmas Eve at the 3rd Field Hospital at Townsend, and I said to this boy, Chief Warrant Officer Robert A. Johnson from Gordonsville, Virginia, are you all right? And he pointed to his shot-up leg and said, I just got my Christmas present. I'm going home. We heard none of them complain. It was a king-size study in courage. And so we're on our way home with exciting memories. We want to thank the Defense Department and the USO for the privilege of meeting some wonderful kids. Kids who seem to be a lot more optimistic about this commitment than a lot of our citizens here at home. In their everyday job of fighting this treacherous war, they know there's no alternative. They know that in this shrinking world, the perimeter of war is boundless. They know that if they backed off from this fight, it would leave all of Asia like a big cafeteria for the communists to go in and pick up a country at a time. There are no reservations in their dedication. Our fighting men have confidence in the decisions of their leaders. It's hard for them to hear the rumblings of peace over the gunfire, but when peace comes, they'll welcome it. For nothing would give them greater joy than to bring the gift of freedom to the people of Vietnam. Until then, they're ready to lay down their lives because they know how lucky we are to be Americans and how very much we have to protect. It made us proud that we could share our Christmas with them.